The Japanese were coming. Doss immediately hid his comrade, then covered himself with another corpse. As the Japanese soldiers passed by, both men held their breath in terror, not daring to make a sound. Suddenly, one soldier stopped and raised his bayonet, thrusting it into the body. Fortunately, the blade missed its mark, and Doss narrowly escaped death. Once the Japanese had moved on, he quickly dug through the mud and dragged his comrade out. While the Japanese were still slaughtering survivors on the battlefield, Doss worked nearby, saving lives. But at a critical moment, the enemy spotted him and opened fire. In desperation, Doss dove into a foxhole. He didn't dare emerge until deep into the night to continue his rescue mission. One by one, Doss pulled out his wounded brothers and lowered them down the ridge with rope. He was completely exhausted, his hands torn and bleeding. Whenever he felt like he couldn't go on, he would whisper to himself, "Just one more, please let me save just one more." This conviction pulled him back to his feet every time. That night, soldiers throughout the camp were spreading word of a mysterious hero on Hacksaw Ridge who had been bringing the wounded down, one after another. The next day, the commanding officer entered the medical tent and was stunned to find it packed with casualties. Yesterday, there had only been a handful. Now there were so many more. When he questioned the wounded, he learned it was Doss who had saved them. The officer couldn't believe that Doss, the man who wouldn't even touch a gun, had rescued so many. Meanwhile, up on Hacksaw Ridge, Doss found his training camp commander. He wrapped cloth around a rifle to use as a handle and dragged the officer away, while the officer used his machine gun to hold back the advancing Japanese. At the cliff's edge, he lowered the commander down first, then jumped off with another wounded soldier. The Japanese reached the cliff and fired down at them. Just then, the commander arrived with their brothers and drove the enemy back. Doss was finally safe. On the way back, every soldier looked on in reverence at this hero who had saved 75 men in a single night. Later, the commanding officer found Doss and sincerely apologized, admitting he had been wrong about him. The next day, the commander decided to take Hacksaw Ridge. Before the attack, every man looked in one direction. They weren't waiting for orders. They were waiting for Doss to pray for them. Doss had become their faith. This legendary hero's story is true from World War II.